You do come across those little failures where sometimes no matter what you do, with what kind of an intent you do, some cultural nuance comes in, and somewhere or the other you do make mistakes like that, but you learn and you live and you move on.
I know, Anjali, you are a very successful and driven woman, but there's definitely no success without failure. Tell us the story when you really failed. Maybe when you came on the stage, you came into the boardroom, you told your story, and it was like,
I don't have to go far. People who witnessed my failure are in this room. Okay, here's when I bring this brand called Takeda out, okay? So there are many leaders from Takeda in this room today. So, it was a failure, but it was not really a failure. And I think that's what we really need to see. So it was not that long ago. I think earlier this year, we were trying to build a change narrative for a certain thing, a purpose we had in mind. I was clear that we have to find an identity for the employees. We can't just say we are doing this because the organization will be successful. We have to figure out why should people put their effort into this thing. So Gaia, who's here, again, you'll meet her later, both of us started like, okay, what should we work on? What should we work on? And we really started to brainstorm, and we came up with an identity, which I thought was brilliant because I resonated with that identity, and I wanted to call them ravens, right? Because ravens are known to be one of the most intelligent birds, right? And they survive and they thrive, and nothing kills them. Like, they get through anything. They're resilient. So I built this whole identity on ravens, and I presented the identity with a lot of pride. Mahendra, who's later going to be launching my book, was in the audience as well. And I thought we did a great job. And then people started saying things like, I'm from Korea and this is a bad luck bird. We don't want this bird because it is considered to be a bad luck bird for us. I'm like, oh, okay. Then somebody said, no, but it's such an ugly bird. Why would we want to be an ugly bird? And I was like, wow. So the truth is that both Gaia and I got out of the boardroom, and poor Gaia, she came up and said to me, they didn't like it. You worked so hard and they didn't like it. I said, it's okay. Never mind. But the same day, Rosanna, who's also in the audience from Takeda, wrote to me and said to me that you were the best thing about this morning. They didn't like the bird, doesn't matter. But the whole narrative was the best thing that we actually heard. And it's not that Takeda has closed their doors on me. I still do work with them. So I think that was one of the little kind of, you do come across those little failures where sometimes no matter what you do, with what kind of an intent you do, something, especially in the Asia Pacific context, some cultural nuance comes in. I didn't know in Korea they don't like raven, I didn't know it's a bad luck bird. And somewhere or the other you do make mistakes like that, but you learn and you live and you move on.